We'll begin our practice lying on our back. So come to find your way onto your mat. Settling in, spread your arms and legs wide away from your body. And allow your back body to sink into the mat and the earth beneath it. Let the limbs grow heavy. And begin to relax. The fingers and toes soften. And tuck the shoulder blades beneath you and invite some length at the back of your neck. And start to take a few long, slow breaths in and out through the mouth. Feel the natural rise and fall of your body with every breath. Begin to invite movement into your body, one finger at a time, one toe at a time. Just wiggling them slowly. And take a few gentle rotations to the wrists and the ankles in both directions. Slide your feet together at the bottom of your mat. Reach the arms up overhead. Take a full body stretch as you inhale, lengthening from fingertips to toes. On the exhale, soften. Let the arms melt back into the mat. Big breath in, full body stretch. You may even feel your low back start to lift as you stretch from fingers to toes. Exhale, soften, releasing your low back into the mat. Big breath in, full body stretch. Exhale through the mouth. Let it go. Big breath in. Exhale through the mouth. Soften into the mat. One more big full body stretch. The biggest breath yet. Exhale, releasing all of the breath from your lungs, melting into your mat. Walk your feet to the bottom right corner of your mat. Hips stay centered or to the left as the upper body slides to the right as well. Ground down firm through the left hip. Create length from the left heel to the tip of the left fingers. If this is too much, you can always slide the right arm at your side. Or you can keep both arms extended. Option to cross the left ankle over the right if you'd like to go a little bit deeper here. But keep that left hip on the floor. Send your breath into your left waist, creating distance between the lower left ribs and the left hip as you breathe in. Find some softness, sink into the mat as you breathe out. Slowly release, come back through center. Take a full body stretch here in the center. Exhale, let it go. Feet walk over to the bottom left corner this time. Hips stay center, walk the upper half of your body to the left as well. Finding the opposite side body stretch. Deciding whether you'd like to cross the right ankle over the left. can use the left foot. If you're crossed at the ankles, use the left to direct the right foot over to the left side of the room. Just pausing when you start to feel that point of sensation through the right waist. Slowly release, come back through center. One more full body stretch, the biggest breath, the biggest stretch yet. And as you exhale, draw the knees in towards your chest, interlacing the fingers around them or taking hold of the thighs. Maybe a gentle rock from side to side, massaging your low back. Pause in the center, one more big squeeze. And then transition your grip to the right knee, extend the left leg long, creating length from the left heel to the top of your head. Toes of the left foot are drawn towards your face. Right ankle can soften as you hug the right knee in towards your chest. Maybe take a few circles with the right knee. Stay stable through the pelvis, through the left hip, really isolating the movement through just the right hip here. Circle the opposite direction. Pause in stillness in the center. Really lengthen up the left side body. Find that full body stretch. As you inhale, lengthen from the left heel to the top of your head. On the exhale, squeeze the right knee in a little bit closer. Reach the right hip crease away from the shoulders and down into the mat. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to squeeze. Stay right here working with that movement with breath. Or as you inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, draw your belly button towards your spine, tuck your chin towards your chest, lifting the head and shoulders off of the mat. Bring your forehead towards your knee. It does not have to touch. Inhale, soften the shoulders and head onto the mat. Find your full body, stretch up the left. Exhale, curl into a tight ball on the right side, chin to chest, forehead towards the knee as you lift the head and shoulders. Inhale, lengthen, lower the head. Exhale, bring it in. Take 3 more at your own pace, or pause in stillness. Lower your head slowly to the mat. Pause in your wind-relieving pose. Release the right arm at your side, lengthen one more time. On the out breath, find your twist. Right leg crosses over your body to the left. Right shoulder's on the mat, gazes to the ceiling or over to the right. Depending on how close the right knee is to the floor, you can place a pillow or a block beneath it. Or you can simply let it hover in space. Reach the right shoulder into the mat, even if that means not having the right knee as far over to the left. Maybe you have a little more height and that's okay. We want this to be a twist rather than just rolling over onto our left side body. Gaze comes back through center. Right knee will follow. Hug the right knee in. Lower the right foot onto the mat with a bend in the knee. Left leg still extended long. Start to tip over onto the pinky toe edge of the right foot, bringing the sole of the right foot to the inner left thigh. Recline tree pose. It's as if you're creating the number 4 with your legs. Square up your hips and your shoulders, long spine. Active left leg. Squeeze the thigh muscle into the bone as you draw the left kneecap up towards your hip. Press firm through the outer left hip and down through the outer right knee. With or without the help of your hand, draw the right knee through center. Bend the left knee to join the right. And draw both of the knees into your chest. Give them a hug. Rocking side to side or taking your knees in circles this time, whatever feels good on your low back. Circling the opposite direction if you're circling. Find stillness through the center. Extend the right leg long, keep the left knee hugged in towards you. Keep breathing into your belly. Draw some circles with the left knee. Right hip is stable. Circling the left in the opposite direction. And pause in the center. Really focus on the length here of the right side of your body. The toes on the right foot keep drawing towards the face, but the left ankle can be soft and relaxed. Lengthening, big breath in. As you exhale, option to find that movement, chin to chest, forehead to knee. Slowly release. Find your length. Exhale, bring it in. Big breath in. Lengthen from the top of your head to the right heel. Exhale, draw it in close. Lowering down, finding 3 more at your own pace or pausing in either direction. No rush to get there, but when you've finished your 3, just landing in your wind relieving pose with the head and shoulders resting on the mat. Preparing your body for your twist by taking a big breath in, inviting length into the spine. On the exhale, find your twist, guiding the left leg over your body to the right. Left arm can be extended out wide, it can be in a cactus formation. You can keep the right hand on the left leg for a little added weight as long as you're not being forceful, or you can release it at your side as well. Create as much distance between the left hip and the left shoulder as you can. Left knee comes back through center. Draw it in towards you. And then lower the left foot onto the mat. Tip onto the pinky toe edge of the left foot, finding your reclined tree pose. The sole of the left foot comes to somewhere on the inside of the right leg, so that could be high up on the thigh, towards the pelvis, or closer down towards your ankle. Reaching the outer left thigh, left knee down towards the mat. As you ground down through the outer right hip, choose whatever arm variation feels good, maybe up overhead, out at your sides. Maybe one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. Make sure the toes of the right foot are pointing up towards the ceiling with the heel resting softly on the floor. Draw the left knee through center, sole of the foot onto the mat. Bend the right knee to join it. Maybe a gentle rock from side to side with the legs. Bring the right arm up overhead, roll over onto your right side body and hug your knees in close towards you. Send your breath deep into your back body. Just taking a few breaths here, inviting space into the back ribs. Between each vertebrae of the spine. And when you feel ready, find your way up into a tabletop position. Shoulders over the wrist, hips over your knees. We'll move through a few cat and cows. Take a big breath in, lift the tailbone high. Heart comes forward, gaze comes up. Exhale, tuck the tailbone round through the spine. Draw your belly button towards the ceiling as you gaze down towards it. Big breath in, tailbone lifts, belly drops, heart comes forward, gaze comes up. Exhale like a Halloween cat, tuck your tailbone, really drive down through the hands as you hollow out your chest and look to your belly button. Inhale, count. Exhale, cat. Inhale. Exhale. Big breath in. Soft breath out. Find your tabletop position. Take a few sways from side to side, drawing the right shoulder to the right hip. Back through center, over to the left. Over to the right. Back to the left. Just finding that sway from side to side. Land in the center. Walk the knees back a couple of inches, shoulders over the wrist for a modified plank. Press down through the toenails to the shoelace side of your feet. Belly button draws in towards the spine, tuck your low ribs in as well. Stay open through the chest and collarbones. Lengthen up the spine as you breathe in. As you exhale, bend through the elbows, lower slowly down onto the belly. Keep pressing through the tops of your feet, so much so that the knees lift up. Inhale, lengthen and lift collarbones, 1 or 2 ribs peels up off of the mat. Exhale, lower down. If you're feeling any pinching in the low back, maybe create a little bit of space between your feet. Keep pressing firm through the feet. Legs, thighs are active, glutes as well. Elbows stay squeezed in towards the ribs, back towards your heels as you inhale, lengthen and lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lengthen and lift. This time we're going to hold the cobra pose. Keep pressing through your feet. Stay open through the chest. The palms are just lightly sitting on the floor, not forcing ourselves up into this, using the back muscle, the strength of the back to lift the heart up. Long, straight neck, so you're looking down at the ground 6 to 8 inches beyond your fingers rather than gazing forward and lifting the chin. Keep breathing as you hold this pose. And take one more big inhale. And as you exhale, lower down slowly. Press through the palms, come up through tabletop. Find a child's pose. Big toes can come to touch, knees go wide. Send your hips back towards the heels and allow your forehead to rest on the floor. And if the floor is not accessible to the forehead, you can place a block or a pillow beneath it. Fingers spread wide, arms are active. Create length of the spine as the hips grow heavy. Find your way up through tabletop. From your tabletop, hips stay over top of the knees. Start to walk the hands forward on the mat. The hands are about shoulder distance apart, so not too narrow here, not too wide. And then slowly sink the heart down towards the mat. We're coming to a little bit of a heart opener, a little bit of a back bend. So the hips stay lifted, the heart starts to sink down towards the mat. Keep your chin tucked in close towards the chest here. It's okay if the heart doesn't touch the ground. If the heart does get close to the floor, you can start to bring your chin towards the mat. That's a little bit deeper, you don't have to do that. Keep breathing. And then slowly rise up. Walk the hands beneath the shoulders. Find your child's pose. Knees come apart, big toes come to touch. Hips go back. Lower down. Breathe into your back body. Come up through tabletop. From our tabletop, we're going to tuck the toes. Lift the tailbone up towards the sky. Downward facing dog. The feet are about hip distance apart. Grip down through all 10 fingertips, pressing firm through the thumb and index finger. Draw the forearms towards each other as the biceps, the upper arms are reaching out and back behind you. Stay open through the chest, lengthen up the side body as you reach your tailbone high. Then you can focus on straightening the legs and letting the heels grow heavy. You can walk out your dog by bending one knee, then the other, just alternating side to side. Keep the hips and tailbone high. See if you can just isolate the movement to the legs rather than shifting the shoulder side by side. Find stillness in your dog. Stay long through the waist and the ribs. Equal weight on the hands and the feet. Come up onto the toes, bend through your knees, walk to the front of your mat. Land here in a forward fold. With as much or as little bend in the knees as you like. Maybe you lift the hands off the floor, take hold of opposite elbows, and really ragdoll the upper body. Release the fingertips onto the mat. As you inhale, come up halfway. Hands can come up onto the shins or they can stay on the floor. Lifting halfway up, find a flat back. As you exhale, fold forward once again. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. This time, keep a generous bend in the knees as you inhale. Rise up all the way. Straightening the legs as you lift up, find that full body stretch. Exhale, bring the hands to meet in front of the heart, palms pressed together, elbows reaching away from each other towards the side of the walls. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Big breath in, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. And fold. Ground down to the feet, rise up all the way. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. And fold. And this time, as we fold forward, let the upper body ragdoll. Take a generous bend into the knees. Head is heavy, releasing to the back of your neck. Keep that generous bend in the knees. Bring the left hand to the mat, a little more weight into the left than the right. Start to straighten through the right leg, reach the right fingertips towards the sky. So the right leg is straight, left leg is bent. Return the right hand to the mat. Bend through the right knee. So both legs are bent. We're going to move to the opposite side, so a little bit of weight into the right hand. You can be up onto fingertips or on a block as well. Straighten the left leg. Keep the right leg bent so that the right hand can access the floor. Left hand reaches high. Maybe the gaze comes up towards the ceiling. Exhale, lower down, bend both legs. Inhale, right leg straightens, right fingertips reach. Exhale, lower the right hand, bend the right knee. Inhale, moving to the left, so the left leg straightens, the left fingertips reach. Take one more in each direction. Landing in your forward fold, let the head fall heavy. Reach the tailbone high with as much or as little bend in the knees as you like. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Rise up on the inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. And fold. Big breath in, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Big breath in, flat back. Exhale, lower. Last time, rise up. Biggest stretch yet. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. And fold. Plant the hands, step back with your right foot. Lower the right knee onto the mat. Coming into a low lunge here, you can have the toes tucked or untucked, whatever feels best on your knee. The left knee is pointing the same direction as the left toes. If you find the left knee is jutting forward, you may have to lengthen your stance. Squeeze the inner thighs towards each other as the outer hips reach out and back. You can stay here with the hands on the floor. You can walk your hands up onto the left thigh, rising up. Inhale, reach up towards the sky. Draw the shoulders away from the ears, core is engaged. Lower the hands to frame the left foot. Weight comes into the right hand, left hand comes up onto the left knee. Open your heart up to the left. A little bit of a twist here. Keep the left knee drawn in towards the midline. Equal weight on the big toe mound and pinky toe mound of the left foot. Option here to bend at the right knee, draw the heel in towards your bum. And reach back with the left hand. Take hold of the foot or use a strap. Keep weight on the big toe mound of the left foot. It's going to want to tip over here. Gaze is over the left shoulder if you're holding onto your foot. Slowly release the foot. Bring the hand to frame the left foot. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Step forward as many steps as it takes to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Rise up all the way. Exhale, hands to heart. Big breath in. Reach up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. And fold. Plant the hands, step back, left foot this time. Lower the left knee onto the mat. Find your low lunge, however that looks for you. With as much or as little bend in the back leg as you like. Without actually moving the legs, draw the right foot towards the left heel as if you're trying to bunch the mat up in the center. Staying active through both legs. Keep the hands here on the floor or we're going to come up onto the right knee. Stay long through the spine. Feeling a stretch here in the front of the left hip. If you're not, you may want to walk the left knee back a little bit. Reaching the hands up towards the sky, again, always an option. Palms face one another. Reaching the pinky fingers high towards the ceiling. Stay open through the chest and the collarbones. Finding the low back, any pinching or pain, it could mean that you're going back too far with the hands. Lower the hands to frame the front foot. Ground down through the left hand, right hand comes up onto the right knee. Find your twist, maybe gaze up. If you'd like to find a bit of a quad stretch in this pose, you can start to bend at the left knee, bringing the left heel towards your bum. This may feel a little more comfortable if you're on the top portion, the front portion of the knee, rather than the point of it. Reach the right hand back to take hold of the left foot if that's accessible. Keep grounding down through the big toe mound of the right foot. Release the left foot to the mat. Right hand comes to frame the right foot. Lift the back knee. Step back, right foot meets the left. Downward facing dog. Lift your tailbone high. The hips reaching up towards the sky as well. Creating length up your side body. Lower the knees onto the mat. Big toes come to touch, knees go wide. Shift your hips back to your child's pose. Your forehead is resting on the mat. Let this child's pose be a little more passive, so relax the arms, melt the arms into the ground beneath you by bending the elbows, softening them. Breathe space into your low back. into your mid-back, and into your upper back and shoulder blades. Breathing into the entire back body as a single unit. Expanding in all directions with each breath in. Melting deeper and deeper into your child's pose with each breath out. Staying here in your child's pose for as long as you choose to do so. When it does feel time to get up and go, do so slowly and mindfully. Taking with you a little bit of the energy you've cultivated here on your mat today. With you into the rest of your day, your evening, or your week. With such gratitude as always, namaste.